All right. Now, again, guys, it's obviously getting a little bit harder. All right. So please, all right, try to listen carefully. And again, remember, the object is to do very well at setting these things up. All right. Nate, can you get the light for me, please? Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right. Now, let's give me the answers for these just to make sure people are okay. A, angle B, and angle C. What was angle A? Tell me. No, but I want the answer for number 22. Angle A was how much? 84. Angle B was how much? And angle C? All right, now, does anybody have any doubts about that? Hello? Yeah. All right, thank you. See your mama. You all right? All right, here we go. Sorry about the interruption. All right, does anybody have any questions with number 22? Yes. The angles of a triangle add up to what? You see it or not? Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Now let's set up 23 again in triangle ABC. So here we go. I'm just drawing a triangle ABC. And let's label it A, B, C. All right. So help me out. Ben, tell me about AB, BC, and AC. What's the relationship? AC is X. What's AB? And you're awesome. Thank you, buddy. That's very good. All right. So now go finish the equation. Thank you so much. And then it says AB. I'm going to let you tell me these two. Anybody else have any questions with that? Somebody need me to do that? Yes, ma'am. You sure? All right. Anybody have any issues? Nobody. All right, number 24. All right, Kate Mitchell-Compton. Let's see how much money you have.
He has $5 more than Mitchell. Mitchell has $11 more.
All right, so give me the breakdown here.
I didn't get the answer.
Well, I just want you to tell me how the relationship is right now.
So $5 is X.
M is X.
So then K is X plus 5.
Good.
And then C is X minus 11. Right?
That's perfect, by the way. Now what? Tell me the equation.
So 3X minus 6. Okay, so then you plus 6.
Right?
59.
What is that? That's what I thought you said. All right, so now tell me who has what.
So K has 42.
Good.
N has 17. And X has 6.
All right, easy enough, guys, right? What? Hold on a second. James, what?
I got the same answer, but I did for M, I did X plus 11. For C, I put X.
That's good. What? I'm sorry, Ken. Listen to the video. I'll say hi to you periodically. We miss you.
Mr. Shaw, you're so funny.
She's sad. She's sick.
Oh.
All right, here we go. So what? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so again, this is super, super duper important. All right, so I want you to try to listen to me and see if I'm making sense here. I'm gonna get rid of this garbage. All right, so please watch. So it says that Mitchell has 11 more, or M has 11 more than C. Do you agree with that? So what do you want it to be? Right, but we do know that she has 11 more than C, right? So now the mistake most people make is they put X plus 11. You with me? But it's not, because look, see if you understand me now. Watch, this should be easy for you to understand once I put this down. If I put 11 there, who's got more? C has more. But C is supposed to have what? That makes sense now, right? Now I'm setting you up for the next problem, so you got to be real careful with that. All right, super duper important. Yes. All right, so yeah. Hold up, Jackson, what did you get for 25? Shh. I want to hear this.
Do you want me to tell you the base price?
Nope, I want you to tell me the base price.
$21,486.
I got $438.
A car is going to cost $438.
Wait, what, Mr.
Mr. Stroh,
Oh, hold up, Lucas, go. Shh. Lucas.
I got 21,800.
21. So Lucas says 21,800. I'm definitely
got
not saying that's
21,000.
right for sure, because Lucas is doing
I
that.
got 21,486 and 8
James.
cents.
Oh, James, 15,260. Nate. Is not an answer. What did you get?
21,800.
Stop.
Mr. Stroud, I need to know what Lucas
What?
Trick question. There is no current to plane.
What? Hey. Shh, go, Nate. Yes. What did you get?
21,800.
Wow. All right. Listen, guys. I do want to say something super duper important. Listen, for those of you guys who got 21,800, I'm pretty happy. All right. That's really, really, really good. Really good. All right. That's a very hard problem. So let's write it out so everyone else can understand it. Listen carefully. That's why I'm emphasizing to you. It's important to write things down. You're not going to be able on the test to work backwards and say that's the answer. It's just not going to happen. All right, you got to write things down. So right now we have three things. We have a base, we have a major option, and then we have a destination. Those are the three things that you should be writing down. Now, first thing is it says that the base price was 10 times the price of the major option package. So what is that relationship? Tell me. What letter goes with what? I need a variable. Base price is, so then what is the major? Come on now. The base price is 10 times the major. So what is it? Yes, I don't want you to do that though, even though that's going to be a correct answer. I'm going to show you something, okay? You're right. You got the right answer, and I understand what you're saying. But I want to show you how it's a literal thing starting off. I don't think you should change that. All right? So again, we don't know what the major options are going to cost, but we do know that the base price is 10 times that. All right, so now we have defined the base and the major options. The only thing we have left is the destination charge. Now, the English on here is what is tricky. The base price was 50 times the destination charge. The problem is we've already defined everything except the destination charge. The base price is 50 times the destination charge. Therefore, what's true about the destination charge? What?
You all say like, you don't really need to know the destination charge to know the base price.
Oh my goodness. Someone tell me, what is the destination charge, James?
5x.
No, 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 no. No. What is it? Oh man, how do you guys get the right answer?
500x.
Yeah, it is.
406.
Thank you. It is 1/5 x. Now, how do we get 1/5 x? Because listen to me now. This is why people have trouble with this until you learn this little technique. The base price is 50 times the destination charge. But we have a base price already. So I want to work backwards. So instead of multiplying by 50, I would have to what? Divide by, it's almost like this. If the base price is $100, then the destination charge is going to be what? Why 50? Seriously, come on. Why 50? I want to hear it.
Because you were saying like you go backwards. So if it's 50 times, then never mind.
That's why I want you to say, come on, think before you say something. What is the destination charge if it costs $100 for the base price? How did you get that?
Because you're doing the 1/5.
What?
500.
What? If the base price, I'm so confused. If the base price is $100, what would be the destination charge? $2. It would be $2. There's no reason to be confused. Seriously, you got to stop and listen. That's why you're confused. I said this, that the base cost is 50 times greater than the destination. Does anybody have any issues with that? Right? So I'm telling you that the base cost is $100. So what would the destination charge be? It would be 2. Because I don't multiply 100 by 50. What do I do with the 100 and the 50, Jackson? Divide it. You divide it. So now my question is, if the base price is 10x, what is the destination charge going to be? 10x divided by 50. That's what I want you to tell me. All right? And 10x divided by 50 is the same as 1/5 x.
I knew it.
Come on, it's not time to be funny, okay? It's 1/5 x. Now again, 1/5 times 50 is the 10x. If you're going the opposite direction and saying, instead of saying multiplying by 50, you have to what? Divide by 50. That's why that's hard. And if you're not seeing that, make yourself a note and go home tonight and study that until you see it, or you're not going to do well on the next test. Yes. Yes, of course, it's okay to do it differently. All right, you got the same answer, so you're right. But from this information, right, the total for everything cost $24,416. So what am I supposed to do with all 3 of these? Add them up. So the question is, what is 10x plus 1x plus 1/5 x? 11 and 1/5, but we really don't write 11 and 1/5. You're right, it's 11 and 1/5 x is equal to 24,416. I would prefer to just say that's 56/5 x is equal to 24416. Now, how do I undo that fraction? Multiply by the reciprocal. So x is equal to what? You should say 2,180. That's what your calculator is for. Let the calculator do the work. Type in 24416 times 5 divided by 56 and tell me what that comes out to be. Hopefully it's 2,180.
It is.
Now the question is, though, that's not the answer. They want to know what is the base price. So the base price is 10 times x. So that's where we got $21,800. All right, again, guys, that's a really tricky question. Really, really tricky. All right, here we go. Michaela, go. Tell me how to do this.
So, well, on the first test, it was 72.
How many tests are there?
3.
So I have first, I have second, and I have third. Okay, go. Now what?
So the first is 72.
Good.
The second is x.
And the third is
X plus 1.
perfect.
And then you put that over 3.
Well, what do you mean put that over 3?
72 plus 2.
R-
73 plus 2.
Right. So now to find the average, we're adding them up. So this is 2x plus 73. And then to find the average, we would divide by 3. And that total is what? That is perfect. 83. All right. Go ahead.
And then
X equals 88.
and then for the third one.
Yes, so the two test grades are 88 and 89. Now remember, to solve this here, guys, what do I have to do, Michaela? Tell me how to solve it real quick. Yes.
You
Multiply by 3 first. That is correct. So now we get 2x plus 73 is equal to 249. Now what? So 2x is equal to 176. So x is equal to 88. Perfect. All right. Yes. Brilliant. And I'm not kidding, some of you guys. All right. Those of you guys. Now, I wasn't trying to dismiss some of you guys up here, but because I know you guys did it differently based off a different value for x. It depends on where you placed x. That's dependent upon the base, the major, the destination. But as I understand, it doesn't matter. It's going to come out to the same answer if your math is good. All right. If your math is good, you'll get the same answer. All right. Now, again, guys, I cannot emphasize to you enough. Those ones that I said are tricky, I want you to go back and think about tonight. Right now, what I want everybody to do now is load up the next one. All right. And the next one is going to be word problems with variables on both sides. Now, for today, we're just going to write the equations. Then tonight, you're going to go back and solve them. All right. Tonight, you're going to go back and solve them. So with that little bit of information, all right, Eric, read number 1. Yes, find a number that is 96 greater than its opposite. All right, so how do I write that as an equation? Do you know? All right, well, let's go slow here. Find a number. What does that represent? X. Is in math usually means what? Equal. Good. Now, how do I write 96 greater than? Shh. I want to hear him. Yes, how do I write 96 greater than? Plus 96. 96 greater than what? And what's the opposite? No, that's not what it says. Find a number that's 96 greater than its opposite. You're going to be good in a few minutes if you just keep trying. So what's the opposite of 5? What's the opposite of negative 10? What's the opposite of x? Wow, that was a tough one. True?
Yeah.
See it now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so again, I'm giving you a little bit of a hard time, but this right here, negative x, does not say that that x is negative, right? That's not what it says. What? You didn't understand what? What's the opposite of 5? What's the opposite of negative 10?
Oh, I just thought it was asking about negative 96.
Find a number that's 96 greater than its opposite. What's the opposite of x?
Negative X.
Now look, I understand what some of you are saying. It's confusing. I'm not arguing with you. But after I write it, I want you to be able to say, okay, I think I see that. And if you don't, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Do you see? It's not saying the opposite of 96. How do you write opposite numbers? 5 and what? What's the opposite of 5?
Negative 5.
Right. What's the opposite of, let's say, 21?
Negative 21.
What's the opposite of x? There you go. If this is the number here, if x is my number, negative x is the opposite of that. I'm 96 greater than the opposite, right? All right, practice, please. I mean it now, guys. The wording, I'm not trying to give anybody a hard time. I'm trying to be serious now. All right, the wording is what makes it difficult. You got to practice the words. Some people are better at it. You take practice and you can be just as good as anybody else. All right. So, Nate, go.
So 3n minus 8 equals 2n plus 15.
Brilliant. Elise, you're up. Number 3.
4x plus 25 equals 6x minus 13.
That's it. That's all I want. Very good, girl. Very good. That's all I want right now. Tonight, the homework is to go finish. What? Good? All right. So now a little bit harder. Now, how many numbers are we talking about? 2, right? So now what I want you to do is I want you to put the first number and I want you to put the second number. These can be very tricky if you're not careful. So what's the first number going to be called? X. What's the next number? Two consecutive integers. X and X plus
X
1. Okay?
1.
Now, the reason why we're talking about that is because, again, I'm telling you, this is kind of tricky, okay? So now, here we go. The greater of the two consecutive integers, which one's greater? X plus 1 is in math means equals. Now, how do I write 15 more than twice the smaller? Tell me. 2x plus 15. Now, again, honestly, I just don't know how some of you think you can do that in your head and get it correct. I just don't think it's possible. And that's not even the hardest one. All right, that's why I'm saying the most important part is to practice setting them up. Practice setting them up. I know you can easily solve the questions once you get them set up. All right? So that's where I kind of want to end today. All right? So the homework, listen, I know I'm giving you time. Homework, finish 1 through 4. Then your job is to go back and look over the problems that you had trouble with yesterday, and in class you can come back and say, hey, can you just please touch up one more time on this number? And I'll be happy to sit down with you again and show you if you have not fully grasped that concept of one of those word problems. If you're not looking over the work, I promise you, some of you are gonna walk out of here crying after the next test. That happens every year. And I say, there's nothing I can do. I've been begging you to review. And some of you just think you're gonna know it all, and you're gonna get in tests, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be so confused. All right, there's so many word problems we're doing for the next 2 or 3 weeks. All right, you're gonna learn to love them. Yes. It's next week. All right, I'm not sure when the test is, the calendar is. Yeah. Yeah, I just want you to knock these 4 out. But more importantly, I want you to review last night's work. You hear me? James, you good?
Mr. Stroh,
Yes, sir, Lucas.
there's just one thing on number 4 I don't get.
Number
How can
4?
there are two consecutive integers? How can one be 15 more than twice the smaller one?
We'll solve that out and see, buddy.
Well,
What did you get? Come on, I know it sounds weird, Lucas. That's a good point.
I got 14 and 15.
Well, I think you got the wrong answer. Lucas, I think you got the wrong answer.
Whoa!
Well, hold on.
Lucas, that's illegal.
So, if you do it out, it's negative x equals 14.
So what is that, Lucas? What is x?
X is negative 14, and then
correct.
negative 13.
So
Oh,
x is
okay.
negative
Yeah,
4.
that makes sense now.
Oh, yeah. I know. All right. You made a mistake. Big deal. You see it now, right?
Yeah.
Now do you see that that's okay? It can work?
Huh?
All right, buddy. That's a good job. It doesn't sound right. I 100% agree with you. All right, guys. You guys have a great rest of the day, okay? Please study. Look over your notes.
When is our next test?
Next week sometime. I'm not sure exactly yet. I'll try to tell you tomorrow.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay.